Okay, we are live. Y'all, I'm hoping this works. I'm just taking a chance. Internet's still really bad. And we've gotten, my hair looks a little crazy. We've gotten some solar flares that have happened in the last hour, 2 hours. And there's a radio blackout right around this part of the world that I'm in Ukraine. So I don't know what this is going to be, but I wanted to do a daily tune in because I couldn't for the last 2 days of last week. And I want to do a quick check in. I know it has been a really intense weekend for many people. Intense in that there was a collective descension into some lower frequencies that we had to all kind of descend into in order to ascend higher. So what do I mean about the descension? And I was posting on it over the weekend, but I wanted to just come back to it and touch on it so that if you had a rough weekend, if it was intense emotionally or energetically, you weren't alone. I was getting messages, actually. It's why I was posting, because I was getting messages mostly on Instagram, direct messages saying, I feel like I'm having panic attacks. I feel like I can't handle how far I'm going deep into some fear. And I know for me personally, on Friday, I had a DEscension day. And what's beautiful about this process now, as we're in it for as long as we are, there are many of us now who get what's happening. So on Friday, for me personally, when I woke up and I was deep in it. I was feeling a lot of grief. I was feeling a lot of frustration about a couple of different things in my personal life, but I knew what it was. We can typically put logical explanations onto why we are feeling what we're feeling, why we feel grief, why we can say it's this relationship, or it's this problem that I'm having. Hi Trish, I know I missed him too. We can put logical meaning to them, and yet a lot of times they're feeling much more than just that. So what's happening is, I want to remind you that we are all processing ancestral and generational traumas as well. So all of these descending moments that we have, where we descend to those third dimensional densities, is really clearing a lot of stuff that isn't even ours. It's stuff that's in our cell. It's in our cellular DNA. It's deep within us because we bring them in from generation to generation. And if you are here during this time, it is yours to clear that for your entire family. Lucky you, lucky all of us. But when we're on this journey, we've chosen this, we've taken this on so that we can clear our planet, we can clear our planetary energetics, as well as our own energetics of all of this ancestral stuff. So this past weekend, we were getting slammed with these high frequencies of light that we're pouring into on both sides, from the front side, solar side of our planet, as well as the back side, the galactic side. So it was kind of like we were being this push and pull. So there was a lot of people saying, I feel so nauseous. I'm not feeling myself, because there was a lot of push and pull, plus going rather deep. It was an intense weekend. So if you have to take care of yourself, take care of yourself, because you've just cleared a lot of stuff. Now, there's a lot of excitement energy now. Today is a little bit, it's not lighter, it just is different. So the energies of today are more of like a spiraling up out of those depths. And, you might still feel a little tired. You might still feel like you're still processing some of it because it was so intense. And if you're not feeling any of this, lucky you, it's okay. What's going on? I've never felt more important than right now. That's amazing, Trish. One of the things that I had a client call, and she was saying, I feel more powerful than I ever have. So that's collectively the experience that we're all having. I'm also in that same kind of feeling as well. So I think that's not that I think, but now we're in that ascension phase. So we have to descend sometimes and go down into those lower densities to then start ascending. And when we start ascending, it's kind of like we go straight up faster because we so much lighter. So I love that you said that, Trish, because that's the collective feeling now. Today's lighter. We feel more powerful. We've survived that descension phase, and now we're climbing up into a higher reality of existence, a higher dimensional reality. So we're anchoring in at a higher state. So the more that we keep doing that, the more we are anchoring in our higher frequencies. We're moving into tomorrow is the solstice. Well, if you're in Australia, it's already, you're in it. So we are in those frequencies where it is a wide open portal of perfect alignment with the galactic center. This is where we all intentionally ground in to these higher frequencies. That's why we were taken where we were over the weekend, over the last few days, into those descension energies, so that we could shed as much as we could to be in this ascension phase for the solstice. This is the time where you put your entire consciousness, your intentions on who you are now, that powerful, more important person than you've ever been before. What does she or he want? What is your desire? What do you want to be? How do you want to be? It's not stuff that you're making up. You've been downloading these new insights. You've been downloading these new remembrances over these last 40 days. So it's been an intense 40 days because we have had to come into that power, into that importance, into that knowledge and wisdom of who we actually are, which is these supernatural, beautiful beings that are here to ascend into these higher states so that we can pull our whole entire planet with us into the higher realms of energies. So take care of yourself, but especially make space to be intentional about what it is that you are creating now from here on out. Because after tomorrow, we're in a whole new solar cycle, moving into 2022, and this is where we go to work on what it is we're putting into intention this evening and into tomorrow. So pay attention to all parts of you, feel that power, tap back into it. Take some time in meditation or some quiet time, go for a walk and tap into that power, tap into that importance, tap into that intention. And that is what is going to be created starting now. It's all in flow, and we're rising up. And as we rise up, you're going to get more insights, and you're going to get even more understandings and wisdom about these intentions that have been remembrances and have been probably pretty exciting about like who you're becoming and who you're being called to be. Those are quite big revelations for many of us as we start to really tune into, we may have had these intentions down here, what we want to be when we grow up, so to speak, but now we're being taken to even higher expressions of that, higher ideas of that, higher remembrances of that. And that can be a little bit overwhelming, but also really, really exciting. So just tune into that version of you, and that's where you're being pulled into to create in 2022. I think that this is working. I think that the internet is working for some reason. I haven't gotten any messages that it's not. So I want to wish you a beautiful and happy solstice. I'd also like to ask you if there's anything on your mind, if there's any challenges that you're facing, any exciting things that you're facing, please share in the comments so that we can continue to have these daily daily tune-ins. Tune into your own experiences, because if you're having the experiences, chances are the collective is as well, and we can really come in and address a lot of the things that everyone's have experiencing. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to be here again. I will see you tomorrow on the next Daily Tune In. Have a good one.